Alright, so Boruto Chapter 3 is now officially out, and it left us with a major question. Now, everybody's been wondering if Boruto now has Sage Mode due to the fact that he came to Konoha back with Toad. Now, Boruto getting Sage Mode was never really on my list. I've always been against the idea of Boruto ever getting Sage Mode due to the fact that it would make him too much like Naruto, and Boruto already has something unique to him, which was the Jogan and the Karma Seal. So the idea of Boruto ever getting Sage Mode, I just never took serious. But after this recent chapter, I think the conversations of Boruto getting Sage Mode might actually be serious. Now in chapter 3, we found out that Boruto now has a contract summoning with the Toad. We see this once Code finally escapes back to his hideout, and we find out that Boruto actually implanted a Toad onto Code. And we see the Toad giving information back to Boruto. Now obviously once people saw this, everybody went insane. Now you had some people saying that they're just giving Boruto anything. And then you had the other side of people who were actually excited about Boruto using the Toad. Now I can see why people would be outraged about Boruto getting Sage Mode, as people would like to say that makes Boruto too busted, as he already has access to the Karma Seal and all of its Otsutsuki abilities. And if we're counting the Boruto anime, he also has access to the Jogan. But at this point, the Jogan might as well just be filler, as there is no sign or mention of the Jogan in the manga at all. But I guess they still have a plan for it, as the anime did add it on to that scene with Boruto and Kaoki on the stone faces. But then again, that's a whole nother video. I think people need to stop looking at it from a power scaling perspective, start looking at it from the actual story. Boruto literally cannot risk using Karma, as Momoshiki will eventually come out. And once Momoshiki comes out, everything just turns into chaos. Just look at every time Boruto used Karma back in part 1. Mostly every time it ended up with Momoshiki eventually coming out. And it will lead to such crazy disasters such as Sasuke losing his Rinnegan. And we can't forget about the time where Momoshiki literally almost killed Naruto in Boruto's body, which would end up with Kaoki killing Boruto the first time. It's only been one real time where Momoshiki actually helped, and that was in the Boro fight where Momoshiki absolutely thrashed Boro. But other than that, every other time Momoshiki has just thrown a tantrum and has made everyone's life miserable. He literally poked out Sasuke's eye with a kunai. Like, what? So I think you guys get the gist on why Boruto can't risk using Karma, as even though as of right now we're not seeing it, Momoshiki is definitely still a problem. And I definitely think we're going to see Momoshiki soon, as the fight with Code is just now revving up, as now we got the location of the Ten Tails. But going back to what I was saying, Boruto obviously can't risk using the Karma Seal, so he has to find another alternative. An alternative that doesn't require him using large amounts of chakra. And obviously that's what Boruto has been working on these last 3 years, as Boruto is now utilizing a sword and pretty much mostly taijutsu. But I guess one thing most people didn't consider was Boruto actually learning Sage Mode, when I really think we should have considered the fact of Boruto actually learning Sage Mode, as Sage Mode is literally the use of natural energy, and natural energy is literally the perfect counter for an Otsutsuki, especially the Karma Seal as well, as the Karma Seal can absorb natural energy, which is the reason why Kashin Koji used it against Jigen, as Jigen wouldn't be able to absorb natural energy. Boruto learning Sage Mode is literally the perfect counter to Kaoki's abilities, because now Kaoki can absorb Boruto's attacks. He may be able to shrink Boruto's attacks, but he won't be able to absorb them. And with Boruto learning Sage Mode, Boruto can now tap into a second source of power without relying on the Karma Seal. And Sage Mode gave Naruto such a big enough boost, he was able to fight on the same level as Pain. And the reason why Naruto learned Sage Mode was so he didn't need to rely on Kurama's power. Literally, Naruto and Boruto are in the same situation on why they learned Sage Mode. But in this case, Naruto is way weaker than Boruto, and Momoshiki gives Boruto access to way more abilities than Naruto did, as the only thing Naruto really got from Kurama was literally KCM. Now another hand as to why I think Boruto actually has Sage Mode is the fact that he created a new planetary Rasengan. Now reading the way Uzuhiko is explained, it is pretty clear that Boruto infused Sage energy or natural energy with this Rasengan, as Boruto is using the rotation from the earth, which is also confirmed by the strongest character in the verse up to date, Damon. So if anything, it makes sense for Boruto to have awakened Sage Mode, as him having Sage Mode gives him a legit excuse not to use Karma. And plus, we've already seen what an Otsutsuki with Sage Mode would look like, and that was Hagoromo. And we know Hagoromo being an Otsutsuki helped him learn Sage Mode pretty fast, and Otsutsuki do have a knack for natural energy, as they literally absorb planets, and that is their main goal and objective in life. But me personally, I don't think Boruto should get Sage Mode, as I think it would take away from Mitsuki as well, as Mitsuki having Sage Mode made him the most unique out of Team 7, especially the cold design that Kishimoto gave him for his Sage Mode. I don't think it'd be fair by Mitsuki for Boruto Boruto to have Sage Mode as well. But then again, Mitsuki is legit trash, and he's not even important to the story like that if we're being honest. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about Boruto getting Sage Mode. Me personally, I don't want to see Boruto with Toe Sage Mode specifically. I honestly wouldn't mind if he had a Sage Mode similar to Hashirama's, as Hashirama also had a busted Sage Mode as well. But to be real, I think the toad on Boruto's shoulder is Kashin Koji, and that's Kashin Koji communicating with his own toad, because the toad we see isn't talking at all. It's just the main one on Boruto's shoulder, but that's another video for another day. But we made it to the end of the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and also follow my Twitter link in the description, and I'm out.